Cincinnati Bengals. That's the team we're gonna cheer.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. Shreds him with a stiff arm, and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there on the first play, picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players in one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. There's Rodgers to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's Rodgers. He stiff arms it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Bengals offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's putting together a very strong first half of the season, currently the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. Burrow on play action. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. Now a second and 10. You look at this Steeler defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And this is one of those something's got to give games. You got the number 1 passing team in the NFL, and it's the number 1 defense against the pass. A lot of times the battle football's in the trenches. We know that. We see it all the time. But this game's going to be won on the outside.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Offside. Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The numbers for Brown from a week ago, 15 carries, 59 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Another run for Brown on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Now 3rd down and 3.
Now Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
That's another Cincinnati Bengals.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins from 13 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well,
and let the opponent deal with that.
A loss of 2
We all
yards.
have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll check this one down to gain well. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. That's into the hands of Woods. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. They try the left side with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Rodgers. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
The coverage by
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Open man is Yoshivas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Bengals first down.
This is Brown going up the middle. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Bengals looking for a 5th win of the season in this one. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
Jamar Chase, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Burrow will throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Here's Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Up 2nd and 2 at the Steelers' 8-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14 to 10.
Steelers 10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season, currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Throwing now is Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Now Rodgers. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Rodgers. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14. First down, Steelers.
Now a running play here with Smith. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
48-yard line.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line.
First down.
Rodgers going to throw. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
First down, Pittsburgh.
From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenneth Gainwell, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have retaken the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the doc. Always a fan of the doc. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
Bengals 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
So on 4th down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Let's look at Kenneth Gainwell as this offense comes back out.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. A good pickup there, a 22.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Steelers.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the draw, Gainwell.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Completes it to Austin. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Here's Rodgers. Austin is there and brings in another one. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
12 yards. And the Bengals first down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Out of bounds at the 50.
Burrow looking to pass.
8 yards on the pickup.
Open man is Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game and a half that might provide a psychological boost. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. The coverage by Joey Porter.
Here's Burrow. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
That's another Bengals first down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he rifles one incomplete.
Intended for
2nd and 10.
Incomplete. T.J. Watt.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle. That's caught by Chase. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Floating one, incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's right up there amongst the league's best when it comes to racking up receiving yards this season. Currently ranked in the top 5 as things stand here. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. To throw, it's Rodgers. Here's a screen with Gainwell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Pittsburgh.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Johnson running right. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back.
And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And straight ahead, it's Gainwell. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Cincinnati.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Ball carrier. Juan Thornhill on the tackle.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Burrow will throw. Able to find Higgins. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 4.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And then the movers went forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's another Cincinnati Bengals.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
Now a give left side, Brown with it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Bengals field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. He notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive. And they'll look to keep it going here, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And a Steeler first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
49-yard line.
Well, it's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And he stopped immediately there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
In motion, the tight end. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Burrow from his own end zone. It's complete to Brown, right side. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Here's Kent to return. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Looking to put a drive together. Now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On play action, now Rodgers. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line.
13 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
They run behind center with Gainwell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bengals offense returns to the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And Burrow going to throw again. A short throw there, pulled in by all. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
An inside give, Brown. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And the Bengals.
Now Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They will toss to Brown. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get this down inside the 20.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10.
Now it's Burrow. That's to his tight end all. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the gun, a give to Brown. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rush will just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Bengals first down.
This time, Burrow will look to throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase laying himself out in the end zone. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score.
That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Nifty move. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 3rd and 3.
Jacksonville. It's a loss of a yard. And it's
Throwing now is Rodgers. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag.
Play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. On the return is Jones. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
At the 32-yard line.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
Burrow will throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Burrow looking to pass. Caught on the right side by Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. He'll swing this out to Moss. Here's a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing, Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts. Now Burrow.
This will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Austin brings in the quick throw. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. Pass complete to Higgins. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 45.
Here's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Burrow. A short throw. They're pulled in by all. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
To throw, Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
And he'll spike it with 16 seconds remaining. 2nd down, goal to go. Again, it's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
It's a loss of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And they'll get the spike off with 6 seconds to go. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A final shot now for Burrow. And this is going to be caught. So in effect, the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Pittsburgh, their strong start to the year continues.